Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of yous are well in the comment section down below. Let me know how all of you are in the comments, because again, the transfer deadline day is slowly coming to. I was going to say come to a close, but it's not realistically. It's coming to an end. The transfer sagas, but yes, and yeah, Liverpool. Guys, sorry, my head's all over the place. Yes, Liverpool are in talks to sign Ryan Gravenberch, and of course, they're in talks with Bayern Munich over Ryan Gravenberch. And in a story that has come out of nowhere a little bit, but of course, we've known that Liverpool have been very interested in Ryan Gravenberch for such a long period of time. I think it's around what? 2 years, I think 3 years, even pushing at that as well. So again, we know Liverpool's interest. We know Liverpool are very much interested in signing Ryan Gravenberch this summer as well. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, we're going to also discuss before we do get on to Ryan Gravenberch, we are going to discuss about Mohamed Salah. And we're going to talk about Nat Phillips as well. I was going to call him Nathaniel Phillips then, but yes, Nat Phillips we are going to call and discuss about his potential move to Celtic as well. So again, we're going to talk about those two stories before we do move on to the main event and talk about this man, Ryan Gravenberch, potentially joining Liverpool Football Club as well. Anyway, but guys, let me know how you lot are in the comments. Are you excited about the potential signing of Ryan Gravenberch as well? And of course, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below as well. Jordan's in saying big up Connor, or big up as well. Big up to Jordan as well. Hope you're doing well, mate. Nathaniel Gravenberch. Well, I will read out that comment now. To be fair, Brian. Again, my head's all over the place tonight. So yeah, we might get a few Nathaniel Gravenberches in anyway. But good evening, Ali. Hopefully you're doing well, mate, as well. Brian saying, yeah, a bit early there, Connor. It's not yellow, Tyner. Look, we are planning to do a big show on Friday. It's going to be. We might do two shows or two long shows. We might do one because we've got Friday afternoon available, so we might do something on Friday. I don't think it's going to be like like an 8-9 hour type thing. Even though I would like to do that, but I don't think I can do it. But yeah, it's not quite that yet. Anyway, Nathaniel Gravenberch, yeah, pick up to Nathaniel Gravenberch, a player that's going to be somewhere in the future down the line, I would assume. Anyway, to be fair, but we are going to obviously discuss Mohamed Salah and the potential rumours once again to the Saudi, obviously the Saudi link again, which doesn't seem to be going away, is it, chat, realistically? Anyway, now, reliable journo, obviously Jan Afterfertov, this morning did post, if I can quickly get it up on screen for you guys, there we go, did post this morning about this, as you can see on screen right now, saying, I understand it's likely that Salah will leave Liverpool this week, which of course a lot of people did very much go, again, it's a bit weird the fact that he's coming out and suggesting this. And of course, a lot of people did kind of a little bit go at him this morning, where, again, I think I even put up a Jurgen Klopp laughing emoji onto the tweet. But of course, Jan is a very well respected, obviously journo. Obviously, spoken plenty of times with Jurgen Klopp as well. But for him to say that as well, considering there's been no link as of today, or well, connecting them to anyway. But he did also come out and say this as well on Twitter, saying the money offered to the player and the club is just unbelievable. The fact that there's a transfer window in Saudi Arabia closed on the 7th of September, as stated as is at Saudi. FA site, other places say it's 20th, make this also more complicated, which again, I think Paul Joyce spoke about this in terms of, I think he did an article piece linked with the Gravenberch situation that we'll talk a bit about in a moment as well, where, again, Liverpool haven't received any bids, and plus the bid that has been spoken about, or the potential rumoured bid that has been spoken about, is nowhere near the evaluation of Mo Salah, and especially one that realistically, it's the end of the transfer window. Liverpool are not going to accept it. Like, don't get me wrong, I think if it was stupid, crazy money in terms of, again, 300, 400 million pounds, I think Liverpool would be ridiculous to turn it down, personally. Even though I don't want Mo Salah to leave the football club. Again, I think the club have been pretty much forward on that approach as well, that they don't want to sell Mo Salah for any type of money as of now, because again, it is the end of the transfer window. Liverpool can't go out and get replacement in time, unless, of course, you're either paying over the odds for a certain player, or the player is massively unavailable right now. And also, when you do look at the Mo Salah replacements, again, right wingers aren't available that much on the market, and B, you do look at the players that are available, all the players I think that some of us would like to replace Mo potentially in the future. Again, you're talking around 150, 160 million pounds, even at the start of the transfer window, let alone with like less than 72 hours left of the transfer window. So again, I think Mo Salah will stay. I would find it very hard now, especially even if the transfer window was to shut, and then the Saudi club would come in. Again, I don't think Liverpool would even entertain the fact that, again, that Mo Salah bid. I don't personally see it. Now, I know some people have said, and some people have, in their opinion, have said that, oh, look, Liverpool would be stupid to turn down 150 for Mo Salah, even if the transfer window is shut, and we'd be fine with, Darwin, Luis Diaz, Jota, Cody Gakpo, Ben Doak in that sense. I personally feel quite different on that sense. I think if Liverpool was to let go of Mo Salah, I think it would be a disaster for Liverpool, considering, again, there's no replacement. And similar to the concern of Tottenham letting go of Harry Kane, you're letting go of a person that has 30 goal involvements in all competitions, or 30 plus, 30 plus goal contributions in all competitions. Again, it would be stupid to let him go. And I do truly believe that as well. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway in the comment section down below as well. Anyway, but of course, it will be interesting to know your guys' thoughts on the situation. I'm just trying to quickly get up the Nat Phillips story for you guys in a moment, chat. But yeah, I do think that, look, like the rumored price tag at the minute is around 118 million as well. And look, for me, Mo Salah is worth easily 150 minimum. And that's at the transfer window. It's not even at the start of the transfer window. Sorry, it's not even it's not even at the beginning side of things where when we talk about it, it's like, realistically, Mo to us is world class. He's unbelievable, and to everyone, he should be world class as well. And I think that's the thing where, for me, he's not. He's nowhere near the valuation of that. And again, for me, I said that Mo Salah at the minute, in my opinion, is in between two sides of the spectrum in terms of valuation. He's in between that Kylian Mbappe offer of 300 million and Harry Kane's 110 million pound move to Bayern. And I think Mo is around 200 mil, if I'm being honest, and what I think. But again, what on earth do I know of football transfers? But that's, for me, the valuation Liverpool should be looking at, to be fair, anyway. But again, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway in the comments down below. Anyway, and I'm going to quickly read out the comments before we do discuss the Nat Phillips story. Anyway, and of course, if you're new around here as well, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and hit the share button as well, guys. Very much appreciated. Get as plenty of reds in here as possible. Nathaniel Gravenberch, Jesus Christ. I can't remember Darwin and Nunes scored 2 goals against Newcastle. It was wonderful, wasn't it? I got banned from. I've got blocked by a few Newcastle supporters for posting a Darwin Nunes photo, and I absolutely loved it. I did absolutely love it. Lights out at Anfield at 8 p.m. Friday as well. So, yeah, bloody hell. Hello, Connor. Just got the Ev on, and they are losing 1-0. I was watching it before I came on, and yeah, it's. I don't think I had Everton to go down. I think I had them finishing just above relegation. But unless they get their act together in the next couple of days, it could be a very long season for Everton anyway. But we got Will as well. Hopefully doing well, mate. Hopefully, well, yeah, hopefully you're doing well. Salah has to hand in a transfer request. I can't see him doing that. No, I can't see him doing that. I think there will be a discussion as well between him and Klopp about the situation. I don't think that Jurgen would very much say, "Oh, look, we'll accept you go in." I think with the differences between him and the likes of Jordan Henderson and Fabinho is that when you look at Fabinho again, you could turn around and go, look, he was declining, and Liverpool, 40 million was at the time looked a very good deal. Of course, maybe now on hindsight and depending on what Liverpool do in the last couple of days, maybe wasn't such a good idea and get rid of your DM without replacing him in that sense. Obviously, talk a little bit about Gravenberch, but I think with Salah, it is very much a different scenario. Anyway, to be fair, but let me know your guys' thoughts anyway. In the comments, Yaga at panel and to chat as well. Ray's in as well saying, hi everyone, I was open to selling Salah at first, but I watched a Darwin plus Salah video earlier and it makes me rethink the reason. The rest of it becomes they play extremely well together. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the thing, isn't it, where realistically Liverpool can't let them go. Like, if Liverpool want to challenge and get Champions League, or at least, again, Liverpool cannot let anyone go at the minute. And that's regarding as well the centre-backs as well, because everyone right now is very much the sense of everyone is valuable at the minute. Considering, again, you look at the weekend now, it is Matip and Gomez for the centre back areas. Maybe even we could see a surprise there as well. Maybe, but yeah, I think even in terms of signing a centre back as well, chat. I do look at the market and there isn't anyone there. I would still say it that I think Liverpool, if they had the suggestion that Levi Colwill was going to leave Chelsea, I think Liverpool would have been all over that in 1 minute. I truly do believe that Liverpool would have just snapped at Levi Colwill without a shadow of a doubt. And that might be, a bit of me like saying like, oh, of course Liverpool would go for him, this and the other. But I do truly think that Liverpool wanted Levi Colwill and they wanted to, nab him from Chelsea. And obviously he chose Chelsea instead anyway. But hi Will, and happy birthday again. Happy birthday, Will. Hopefully, obviously everyone in the chat, please put happy birthday in the comment section down below as well. But big up, Will. Hopefully you have a fantastic birthday anyway. But as you spoke about Gravenberch, no, I haven't spoken about Gravenberch yet at the minute, mate. Anyway, we'll be speaking about that now after we discuss the Nat Phillips situation. Grateful still, Bri, as well. But yeah, let me quickly get on to the the Nat Phillips stuff now then, chat. And of course, David Lynch put out earlier, Celtic closing in on the signing of Nat Phillips on a season-long loan deal. If I quickly backtrack as well from that, if I quickly scroll down, as you can see, but there, you guys can see my likes on Twitter. James Pierce as well saying Nat Phillips travelling to Glasgow this afternoon for talks with Celtic, reported to the AXA training ground or training centre as normal on Wednesday, but didn't train as a result of an impending move. So let me know your guys' thoughts on Nat Phillips going to Celtic. Very much, I don't think it's a weird one. It's a bit of a strange one in terms of Liverpool, I would say. It would be weird if Liverpool didn't go on to sign another defender, because again we leave ourselves quite short with, again, we have Konza there. To be fair, if Liverpool do deem him to be the fifth choice centre off, which again he did a very good job, didn't he, chat, against Newcastle when he came on, but again, Liverpool are short, and we are lacking in that area of the pitch. And I think, of course, letting go of Nat Phillips is a huge thing. But also, like I said in yesterday's show, I'm happy for Nat Phillips because again, he should be playing first team football. And look, we've been saying this now for the last 2-3 years, or the last 2 or 3 transfer windows anyway, where we are talking about, again, allowing Nat Phillips to go and play first team football because again, he deserves first team football. Like, again, and I've said this, I think a lower Premier League team, I think Nat Phillips will do, um, you know, would do very, very well in that aspect of things as well. And I think, other teams like Premier League teams have been linked. Obviously, I think Middlesbrough was very much interested in Nat Phillips yesterday, but Celtic have beaten him. Of course, Brendan Rodgers back at Celtic as well. I don't think they've had a good start to the season. I think they've drawn a lot and lost a few games as well. So obviously, Doug will let me know in the chat as well. But is it a good move for Celtic? I don't particularly know. For now, Phillips, I think it's a very good signing. More or less, Celtic will go on and win the league. I would assume again, as well. Doug, let me know in the comments as well. Again, easily walks in there. I think he's easily goes in as the best centre back. I would say personally, but then again, I don't watch Celtic week in week out. I'm not going to lie in that instance neither. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat on the Nat Phillips saga. I think it's a good move for him, to be fair, but we will just have to wait and see. Fingers crossed anyway. But 48 hours to get to done, hopefully, mate, as well. Obviously, yeah, William Brynjaga in, which is hello, big up latest as well. Hopefully, we have an exciting couple of days. That's what we're hoping for. Again, I think that I was saying to, I think, Jack in that like earlier on off camera about how I fully expected Liverpool to do something today, or at least hear of something today. Because if we didn't, it would have been like, Christ, what's happening? In that sense, as well. Which again, I didn't want to have that much concern. To be fair, I don't think any of us do neither. Once the English transfer window is shut, makes it a lot more difficult for Saudis to get Salah. In my opinion, I think Salah is here for the rest of the season. Then we lose him next summer. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the thing I also believe as well. It's also a thing though where, again, I think if Salah has another season like he does, you're gonna ask the same type of transfer fee. You are, like, don't get me wrong. I don't think I don't think Liverpool would easily turn around and go, right, well, because he's an extra year older, or he's going to turn around and go, Liverpool got, oh, well, he's got 1 year left in his deal. Again, the reason why Al Ittihad are so much pushing for Mo Salah is because they don't want a bidding war. They don't want to be fighting other Saudi clubs in 12 months' time, where again they could get him now. In their eyes, anyway, they could go out and get him now. And I think Liverpool should hold out, because I think Liverpool will get, if it does come to the sense of, again, all of them are offering Mo ridiculous monies and so on, it could come an advantage for Liverpool where, again, one team could offer 100 million, then it's 110, 120, 130, and then it goes up and up and up and up, where Liverpool will be licking their lips in that sense. But as well, I think if Mo has another season where he is 30 plus goal involvements, or whatever, I think Liverpool could still look for 150 for Mo Salah. And a lot of people go, oh, well, you can't really say that again. He's going to be 31, 32, 1 year left on his contract. Harry Kane went for 110 million euros. And when you look at that, realistically, Liverpool should be looking in that same ballpark for Mo as well, in my opinion, anyway. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. But I do agree. I think it will be Mo's last season for Liverpool, unfortunately. Because again, I'd love Mo to stay for the rest of his career at Liverpool. By the way, Doncaster Rovers are bottom of League Two as well. Jesus Christ, absolutely ridiculous. happy birthday, Will, as well. Obviously, yeah, obviously we haven't put happy birthday. Please put happy birthday in the comments, chat. Anyway, Greek Doug, no way, we do ourselves like that and sell him next week. Yeah, like, we can't. If we did, it'd be shocking if Liverpool did do that. And yeah, it would be laughable. It'd be laughable as well. I would say, if Liverpool did do that. But Max is saying happy birthday. The legs of the story I normally wait for BBC has just posted on their main site in talks with Gravenberch. Yes, we are going to talk about Gravenberch in a brief moment, chat, as well. I will quickly get the things up for that anyway. But Doug is saying, but and Nat Phillips' debut could be the Old Firm derby. That'd be a good game. Because to be fair, Nat Phillips for me just strikes the type of football in Scotland. I don't know what it is, but he just does, and I absolutely love it as well. Anyway, and again, it could be a fun season for Nat Phillips if, of course, hopefully he stays injury free as well. To be fair, but I think Salah has told them it's his last season. Yeah, I would agree. I think even Jurgen would have asked it of him if he did want to go. Like, come on, like give us one more year, and then we'll look at it again in next summer as well. I would say. Anyway, Rangers are playing PSV right now. I think they're losing against PSV, aren't they? Brighton as well. If I'm most grateful still. Misa. If no one wants to buy Phillips, that's an issue, but I'd rather keep him and play him in the cups. I would as well, personally, Adventure, but again, if because there's no talk as of yet of a loan fee neither, but there is normally a loan fee anyway, so you would think in some sense that it would be them getting that done in the loan fee area. But Celtic have a defensive crisis, so it makes a lot sense for him to go to Celtic, as he's guaranteed to play too, and Celtic have Champions League football as well. Well, if there's any player that you want to play in Champions League football, it is Nat Phillips, to be fair. Probably the Rodgers connection as well. Yeah. Did Rodgers bring him into Liverpool? Chat? I don't know. I think he did, didn't he? Or did Jurgen bring him in? I can't remember. I think Nat Phillips brought him in. I think Rodgers brought him in. Is it a sale or a loan? It's a loan. It's a season-long loan, Bright, for a year. Which maybe it might be a thing to Celtic. Well, if he does well, then again you can have him next season, because again next year he will be on the final year of his contract as well. So more or less you're going to be 8 million the most you could probably get for Nat Phillips then, potentially. But because another centre back got injured as well. Oh, there we go. That's the reason why then for them going for him anyway. But chat, we are going to go then and talk about this man, of course, obviously for the main reason for the video. Of course, Ryan Gravenberch. We are going to discuss in depth about, of course, the Dutch midfielder, of course, of Bayern Munich as well. But according to David Ornstein of The Athletic, of course, the reliable David Ornstein, of course, as you can see, but there, exclusive, Liverpool are in negotiations with Bayern Munich for permanent signing of Ryan Gravenberch. Not guaranteed to happen, but clubs discussing price, plus if finances right, formal offer to follow. 21-year-old wants Liverpool. Bayern would need to replace Gravenberch first. Now, also with this, there's also, you've got the Gravenberch situation, and more importantly with Bayern Munich, you've got the Palhinha story as well. And now, yeah, it could get really complicated very quickly with Bayern Munich as well anyway. But Paul Joyce as well. If I can quickly get Paul Joyce's tweet up for you guys. There we go. Of course, Paul Joyce also saying that Liverpool in contact with Bayern Munich over Ryan Gravenberch. Player wants to move. Discussions ongoing as well, which of course, when Paul Joyce tweets out, it's absolutely wonderful. As someone put in the comments, Joyce bomb, which is absolutely fantastic. Which, to be fair, we haven't really had many Paul Joyce bombs over the last couple of weeks. To be fair, it's been a quite slow paced scenario anyway. But if I can quickly get Melissa Reddy's post up as well. There we go. So Mel Reddy also put up a post on Twitter saying that as revealed last summer, Ryan Gravenberch was on Liverpool's midfield shortlist before he moved to Bayern Munich. Per this piece from April, he's been in favour of a switch to Anfield if his exit is sanctioned. LFC exploring multiple options instead of Ryan Gravenberch. So again, not just Gravenberch Liverpool are looking at the moment, of course, but if you do believe what Melissa Reddy has wrote there, again, Liverpool are looking at multiple options, not just one as well. And I think when we talk about Ryan Gravenberch, we're going to look at the statistics and the stats in a brief moment as well. When we do look at Ryan Gravenberch, he has everything in the locker. Now, of course, I think last season I very much wanted Gravenberch, from Ajax. I think we played them a few times in the Champions League, didn't we, chat? And he was amazing in those two games. And what I've seen of him as well in terms of the Champions League that season was very good. But at Bayern, it hasn't worked. And again, I know some people will be a bit worried by that as well. It would also be. I know a couple of people are going, oh, well, if he didn't work at Bayern Munich, why would he work at Liverpool, for example? I think one thing is, the first thing, Jurgen Klopp is the one thing. Of course, Jurgen's been a huge fan of Ryan Gravenberch over the last, 12 to 24 months, even before that probably as well. Again, you do look at Gravenberch, 21 years old, 6'3", I think he is at the present moment in time, has the physicality ability of a 6. Now, again, when we talk about Liverpool and the multifunctional number 6 that has been, said for the last couple of weeks in terms of Liverpool's DM. Now, does Gravenberch automatically scream out as a number 6? No. Am I worried in some sense of seeing a few tactical in-depths and people also saying again, if Liverpool were to play him as a 6, it would be very dangerous. Yes, I'm a bit worried by that, but I'm also optimistic on what Jurgen Klopp could use him for. Now, again, Bayern Munich see him as a left-sided player, which again for me would be very much the case of, again, Liverpool could use him as that. They can use him as backup for Alexis McAllister, or again, if they want to switch him to the right-hand side, they perfectly can do as well. Now, for me, though, I do think that Liverpool can play him as a 6 because, again, like I said, he has all the capabilities to be a 6 for Liverpool. Now, whether or not he does do that, I'm not particularly sure. But I wasn't confident, and I will happily admit this, I was not confident with the signing of Gini Wijnaldum at the time because it didn't make sense of what Liverpool were planning to do. Again, Liverpool needed a midfielder, they needed a centre mid, and we ended up signing a left winger from Newcastle. And then, what was it, a season or even two later on, we then realised how good Gini Wijnaldum was. And of course, the job that what Jurgen Klopp did in transforming Gini Wijnaldum from a left winger or left midfielder to a centre mid into a box-to-box DM. And that's what I think Jurgen Klopp can do again with Ryan Gravenberch. In terms of when we speak about this multifunctional number 6, you look at Gini Wijnaldum. Gini could do everything in the midfield. He could play as a 6, could play as an 8, could play as a 10, could even play centre forward, centre back. Could play everywhere. And I think Ryan Gravenberch could be that for Liverpool as well. He could play as a 6, can play as a 10, can play as an 8. There's so many versatile options with Ryan Gravenberch. It is a smart signing from Liverpool. Now, in terms of price tag, what could be the price tag? Now, I will quickly get up the tweet as well from Florian Plintenberg as well, if I can quickly find that as well. Actually, to be fair, I will get up Mel Reddy's other tweet as well. Obviously, he was quoted by the LFC transfer room as well on the Gravenberch situation. But Melissa Reddy did say that Bayern Munich are open to selling Ryan Gravenberch and want to recoup the £20 million fee, including add-ons they agreed for him, as well as a small profit. Ajax are also understood to have a 7.5% sell-on clause in the contract. So again, it would be interesting to know whether or not if it's 7.5% of the profit that potentially Bayern might get from that, or whether or not it is, of course, the sell on clause. You know, if Liverpool was, for example, to sell Gravenberch for that, say, 35 million, could then 35 million, 7% of it goes towards Ajax from that as well. That could, that what it possibly means on it as well. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that as well. I will quickly get into the comments as well. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. And I will, obviously, there is a bunch more news on the Gravenberch situation, and we are going to look at his stats as well before we go anywhere tonight. Anyway, and of course, if you guys see anything on social media, on Twitter, on anywhere, then let me know, and I will get stuck on the screen anyway. But where we by in terms of comments, Ray saying good move for him for sure, gives more minutes for Konza, also who might have a higher ceiling of potential. Probably Konza, I would say. Probably loan to buy. Yeah, I think it'll be loan to buy for Nat Phillips, 100%. Will, 1000%. Good evening, Ricky. Hopefully doing well, mate. I know you and Jack are probably in the party right now as well, so good to see both of you in here as well. I'm trying to get you comment up, Rick. There we go. Actually, to be fair, Ricky, are we signing anyone else, lads? Because apparently we were done. In the transfer window. I'm joking, he's going to hate me for that. Nemo went for 100 mil in similar circumstances, so I expect a similar fee. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Probably expect a bit more. As well as, Brian said there, 100, 120. I still think you can get 150 for Mo towards the back end. Towards next season. Anyway, next summer, I should say, to be fair. But Nicola's in as well, saying, you know what? It's best to skip these 2 days and not read anything. Open a cold beer and enjoy. These rumors are already giving me a headache. don't worry, Nick. Don't worry. Again, you look at Liverpool though, and I think it's pretty straightforward with us. To be fair, it's more or less other clubs. Like you look at Chelsea today. Chelsea gone and buy Cole Palmer, which I don't get that transfer, if I'm being awfully honest with you. Both on a Chelsea side of things and a Manchester City side of things, and a Cole Palmer situation. Well, why on earth would he go to Chelsea? I do not get it. Actually, no, I do get it. It's called money. That's what's bloody called. That kit is horrible. Well, the buying kit. I like the buying kit, to be fair, bro. Gravenberch has wanted to leave Munich since about 5 minutes after he got there. It's obvious he totally regrets swerving us last season. Yeah, I would agree with that. Absolutely, 100%. I think that, to be fair, he had loads of he had loads of options. Then he had Hess, he had I think he had United, he had I think even Barca wanted him at the time as well, and he chose Bayern over them all. And again, like you do look at it now though, and if you were a young midfielder, I wouldn't go to Bayern Munich because, and of course this isn't as an overall feeling of it, but you do look at it and the two people that have had the biggest shouts over the next couple of the last couple of seasons, well, certainly over the last 10 years, Renato Sanchez is definitely one where you do look at it and you go, he had all the promise in the world to become a megastar, and didn't, unfortunately, for whatever reason it was. And then you look at Ryan Gravenberch, again, not getting picked over Kimmich or Goretzka. Brought in, obviously, Lerma from Leipzig. He's gone in as I think the third choice midfielder. In that regard, I think Gravenberch, I know that a lot of journos have said that he's fourth choice, but realistically, he's not going to get any minutes in that midfield. Certainly, if they are going to be playing, of course, the 4-2-3-1 in that regard as well. But still, I think there's a player in Ryan Gravenberch. I do truly feel that as well. I think if Liverpool can get the best Ajax version out of Gravenberch, then we do have one hell of a player coming to the football club as well. There's a midfielder in the League One called Lewis. So I think it is. I've never heard of him. I thought you were going to say Ryan Gravenberch then. Not Ryan Gravenberch, sorry. Kevin Durham. But yeah, I've never heard of him as well. I may have seen his face, to be fair, but I've never seen the name. I would say anyway. Someone on Twitter made a good point in regards to Gravenberch. The fact that we play a high line makes our CDMs basically play as number 8 role, which suits Gravenberch. Yeah, exactly. And again, it ties into that multifunctional DM, which, to be fair, when you look at the DM targets we have had this summer in terms of Lavia and in terms of Saicedo, you wouldn't necessarily call them you wouldn't necessarily call them an out-and-out DM, like a Fabinho, like in terms of just sitting there and just tackling. Like, I wouldn't say Lavia is that. I wouldn't say Saicedo is that. And I certainly don't think Gravenberch is that neither. So, again, it does tie into what Liverpool have looked at doing as well. So, yeah, it would be interesting. Connor, is this just lazy reports talking crap, or is it the real report? It's real reports, Alan. It's absolutely 100% real reports. I don't think this is made up. I think very much Liverpool are in for Gravenberch and are very much looking at getting a deal done. Hopefully, we hear something tonight. Maybe that there is a deal done. I hope we do. I hope I hopefully turn around now in a minute and go, oh yeah, Liverpool are 100% signing this person, and yeah, hopefully that is the case. Anyway, but sorry, let me read out Ray's comments. There's definitely a huge potential there with him being 6'3" and only 21. Yeah, exactly. He has all the abilities to be a good DM. It's just I do think it will take a season to potentially progress him into what Liverpool wants. But still, you currently have Endo there, you have Bicetic there, you have McAllister there as well that can play as a 6. So again, Liverpool have plenty of options there. It's just there's no recognisable defensive midfielder there, I would say, as of now. Vazin saying, Councilman Connor, it's your turn to be the Liverpool talking head for a bit as well. Yeah, I know a lot of people obviously on a lot of streams early on. I was going to stream earlier on, but yeah, thought just keep it to 9 o'clock as we normally do. Beto scored his 1-1 for Everton. And Doncaster as well, so great. I think I've got penalties and Doncaster wins. That'd be nice if that could be the case. Genie love heart emoji as well from Al. Warriors in saying, sorry, Warrior, the chat's just scrolled up. What Warrior said? Who do you think would start in our midfield if this signing goes through? I think it would be a midfield 3 of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai. I know people turn around and go, "Oh well, it might be the case of." To be fair, even if again, Gravenberch wouldn't play against Villa. I wouldn't have thought anyway. As you said, against Wolves, what would be a midfield 3? I think it still would be Endo, McAllister, and Szoboszlai. At the minute. Hopefully, in a couple of months' time, when I'm speaking about starting 11s, it's going to be Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai. Because, in my personal opinion, he's not better than McAllister and he's not better than Gravenberch. And I do very much see him being a 6 for Liverpool. I don't see him being an 8. But to be fair, I do also see him being an 8. I see him, if, for example, if we want to play Thiago in the 6, or we want to play Bajcetic in the 6, and McAllister or Szoboszlai aren't available, and we want to keep that solid option there in terms of being box to box, very much Gravenberch could play as a 6, but as of right now, I do think that Gravenberch is being bought to be a multifunctional 6. So again, his main priority is to be a 6, but can also play as an 8 when called upon. That's what I get from it anyway. I don't know whether or not if you guys get anything different from that, whether or not if you think we're buying him for backup as an 8. But I do think the way Liverpool are transitioning into playing, I do very much see it being the box of Trent on the right, Gravenberch on the left, with McAllister and Szoboszlai as the 2 10s. That's where I see it anyway. But yeah, that would be my personal opinion, Warrior. Cop power. The old cop was indeed a thing just in my life. I've never felt that way since when we scored the crowd would launch forward, and I was only a kid. Some golden banter too as well. Yeah, absolutely. Banter too. Genie, Hendo, Milner, that midfield was unbeatable. It was. Better bring it back, to be fair. But yeah, Alan saying hit that like button, please. 48 watching. Yeah, if we could, very much appreciate it. If we could get to 20 likes, if we could chat, very much appreciated. I don't know what we're actually on, neither. So we'll quickly have a look. In the comments. What are we on? We're on 20, so we can get to 30, guys. Very much appreciated. If we could hit that like button, would be massively appreciated. Anyway, but I did say, of course, there is more on the Gravenberch situation away from Liverpool and that side of things as well. Now, I will quickly get up Florian Plintenberg's tweet after I get Alan's comment off. Thank you very much, Al, for commenting that as well. But according to Florian Plintenberg as well, obviously, João Palhinha, obviously a player that Liverpool have been linked with this summer as well. As you can see there, he wants to join FC Bayern. Now the clubs are working on a solution. Personal terms not an issue, as the 28-year-old is waiting for an agreement between the clubs. Now, obviously, Marco Silva wants to keep him, but understood that Palhinha is not unsellable. He is ready for the next step. So again, it is depending on, of course, Liverpool and Ryan Gravenberch. If I can quickly get up, there was another tweet as well suggesting that, again, Bayern are waiting for Liverpool at the minute. Let me quickly see if I can find. Yeah, it was Christian Falk that did report it. Anyway, for you guys. Am I see through? No, I'm not. There we go. Obviously, Christian Falk saying that Bayern are willing to pay until 60 million euros for João Palhinha to Fulham. Obviously, to finance part of the transfer fee, they would sell Ryan Gravenberch to Liverpool. So again, they are trying. It could be the case of, again, Bayern are not going to move for Palhinha until they get the funds in from Liverpool. Now, you may be asking again what the transfer fee might be for Liverpool, on what realistically Liverpool have to go for. Anyway, now, according to Chris Bascom as well, if I can quickly get Chris's post up as well from the Anfield Talk, that would be a great start if I could do that, Con, as well. Yeah, according to the Anfield Talk, obviously from Chris Bascom, saying a fee of around 35 million could be enough to secure Ryan Gravenberch for significantly before before the deadline as well on the weekend. And now if I quickly back and go up as well. Now it says, as you can see there from Chris Bascom, Ryan Gravenberch is understood to be keen to a move to the Premier League and is attracted to Liverpool. No bids as of yet have been lodged, but the start of talks is a significant advance in a deal mooted since the transfer window open. Of course, that was Gravenberch when he played against Liverpool in the Singapore tour as well. So it is now the waiting game. Obviously, Bayern. We know Bayern want to get a profit from it. Of course, I believe they bought him for, I think 14 million. I think they bought Ryan Gravenberch for. I'm going to quickly double check on that, chat. I should have maybe done that before we came on air. We'll quickly check it on my phone. But yeah, so again, we already know they want to get a profit on him. They want, of course, to get that profit while also awarding, of course, Ajax that sell-on clause as well. So again, you might be even looking at 35, 40 million pounds potentially as well for Ryan Gravenberch. So again, it's also that area of where Liverpool normally like transfers of being around that price. Again, I still think if Liverpool are getting for 35 million, I do think it's a bargain. I really, really do think it is a bargain, to be fair. But also, obviously, a report from Paul Joyce as well. We'll quickly get it up for you guys as well. I was saying Jörg Smackter. As you can see, Jörg will attempt to broker an agreement with Bayern Munich for Ryan Gravenberch before Friday's deadline, and that's according, of course, to Paul Joyce. So again, obviously, need to get all the jokes and all the laughter out, of course, for Jörg to hopefully get this deal done as well. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat as well. If Liverpool spent 35 million or 40 million on Ryan Gravenberch, would you be happy then with the transfer window? In a midfield side of things, I'm not talking about defenders, because again, I still think Liverpool need to get a defender in. But in terms of just midfield alone, would you be happy with that? Again, I'd like Liverpool to, go on and get a recognised DM, but I can kind of see where we're going with it. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts. Would you be happy with the midfield signings alone that we've made? So again, it would be Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, Wataru Undo, and then Ryan Gravenberch on top of that. I think it'd be decent, to be fair, if we could do that. So, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Anyway, we'll quickly try and get to everyone's comments as well. And thank you, Martin, for mentioning my meathead. So I'll very much appreciate it in the comments as well. My hairy meathead, I should say. 45 million quid for some kid most people have never heard of. Mental as well, says Bry. What's this for Gravenberch, you saying? Bry, let me know. Wasn't that the massive League Cup win, Rush Magic as well, from Vaz? Obviously, Vaz saying, I knew nothing really about Cole Palmer. You mentioned Cole Palmer. Sorry, Bry. I should read the comments further up. I hate it when it does. Scroll down though. But yeah, I don't get it, to be fair. Again, he scored, was it two? Cole Palmer, thank you, Bry. Again, didn't he score in was it the Community Shield and the Super Cup? Did he score in, chat? And that's why everyone's gone mental about him lately. Again, I'm not particularly sure. Why don't we offer Barca 100 mil for Kunde? Spend that and a loan on Ryan Gravenberch. Barca could reject that. I don't want Kunde, if I'm being honest. I think he's got too many injury problems, to be fair. But again, I don't really watch Kunde or Barca. Salah, says Alvarez. If you're asking about, will Salah leave? No, I don't think he will, personally. But again, I could be wrong. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Ali asking me, Connor, do you want Salah to leave? No, absolutely not. I definitely don't want Mo Salah to leave. Is it confirmed that he will Liverpool, or still speculation? So again, Liverpool are in talks with Bayern to get the deal done. Nothing confirmed in terms of a bid yet. It's now just it is just a matter of time before Liverpool get a bid in. Now, I don't want the whole conversation being like, remember earlier on the window chat when we talked about when we talked about Lavia, and like everything was like, oh, Lavia's done behind the scenes, it's now just getting a bid accepted for him. I'm hoping it isn't that again, where buying work with Liverpool, because again, Bayern Munich have a very good working relationship with Liverpool. I hope to God that Liverpool just, or York Smackter, more importantly, doesn't turn around and go, right, well, if they are saying that that they want 35 million, oh yeah, we'll go and bid 20 million for him. Like, I don't want that. Like, get the deal done. Like, you can't be hanging around, with 2 days left. Again, Liverpool still could have the opportunity to get Gravenberch in and go and get a centre back in. There's a chance to go and do it. And well, by the looks of things, we're not going to go and do it, but I don't know. I still think there is hope that Liverpool will sign another person, maybe after Gravenberch as well. But next thing, as far as Gravenberch, a lot of people doubt him. I have a feeling that he could explode under Klopp. I agree. I think he could very well be, like I said, I think he could be that six that Liverpool been wanting as well. But again, just to wait and see what we chat. I reckon Endu, Szoboszlai, and Mac and Grav are coming as well. Yeah, does sound good anyway. But Justin, has he signed? Sorry, chat, if you've all been over this already. No, he hasn't signed yet. North, don't worry, lads. Again, as far as we know, Liverpool have inquired about him. Good positive so far. It's now the fact that Liverpool are looking to get the deal done, and then because Bayern want to get it done because they want to sign Paulinho. So they're waiting for the funds for Ryan Gravenberch, and then they'll make their case to Fulham. Then, so again, it would be pretty bad though if they sell Gravenberch to us and then they can't get Paulinho over the line. But then, in also saying that, they've got Eric Dyer as well as a plan B if they can't get Paulinho in as well, which of course is very two different players, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think Gravenberch will get done though. I do think it will get done over the next day. Anyway, but is Jones fit now? Yes, Bazzi is fit now. Was in team training today. I think him, Thiago, Bajcetic, I think everyone's back. I could be wrong though, but I think everyone could be back. Gravenberch knew Wijnaldum as well. I would also agree. Jones had that good Euros experience and then got injured, shit like that. Yeah, absolutely. I think though Jones will still come back. I think he will pick up from what he was last season. I think he was, looked decent in pre-season as well. But wasn't he in training picks today? Yes, he was, Mac. He was. What else do we have? Brian saying 30 million for Gravenberch. 30 million is nothing for Gravenberch. Yeah, absolutely, 100% agree with you on that. We must be waiting until the last minute of the window to build suspense, then we'll strike and send. Yeah, absolutely, Vaz. Hopefully, mate. Like again, we can get as you said, with a pounce on our targets, then hopefully we can get it done. We're not asking for much from our owners. 2 more players isn't exactly loads as well. Yeah, exactly. I think though this is why Liverpool haven't gone for, because everyone goes, oh well, go and get Decore. Now I was one of those people, go and get Decore, but it makes no sense to go after him. Again, the fee that Palace are asking for, it's around I think 80 million. I think Liverpool got told, I think yesterday or the day before, when Liverpool asked around it. I think that Liverpool, very much are not going to go anywhere near that. Again, when you do look at it again, the fact we've gone for Gravenberch, the maximum it will be is 40 million, which again, I think that very much it will be the case that Liverpool will just go for that. Again, it wouldn't be, I'd love it if Liverpool did go for somebody like Decore, because again, it fits the the sixth position, can be okay on the ball, but again, isn't what Liverpool want, or Liverpool don't think it's the value. It's good value in the transfer market. Now, Liverpool might use Gravenberch as a stopgap for this season. Not saying he's going to be, a stopgap for, and then Liverpool won't use him. I'm not saying that, but Liverpool might they'll see this season what they can do with him in terms of that sixth position. If then he's good for as an eighth position, then they might revisit the DM market next summer and go, oh well, nobody wants a DM now. There could be the next star out there. Again, Andre might come in January, which would tie into Liverpool just getting Gravenberch in, because of course he doesn't take up a non-homegrown spot so until next year. So again, there's options there, and I do think Liverpool, they could still go and get Andre, which would then fit the six bill even more. Then to be fair, but yeah, it's the sense, the fact that you look at the market now, and I think this is the difference where people go, well, we had 150 million for Caicedo, but yes, Caicedo would have been Liverpool's DM for the next 6, 7, 8 years. Like, he would have been, the DM to go and get. When we talk about Rodri for City, Caicedo would have been that for Liverpool. But that's the thing, when you do look at it, there isn't somebody else out there on the market at the moment where you go, he's the guy. He's the guy you need to go and spend, the next 80 million or 90 million on. There's nobody on that on the market at the minute, as well. So for me, I do think it is a sensible move from the club to look at alternatives in that area as well. But good rebuild, 8 out of 10 says press as well. Ray says, yeah, that's a solid midfield rebuild, I guess, as well. Obviously, I know plenty of people will have different thoughts and different opinions on it, as well. Let me quickly scroll back up. Wait there. Are people shocked with what I just said about thing? Let me quickly scroll up. Yeah, Cole Palmer, thank you. Thank you, Bri, for that. Kesmet, I think, is in. Saying, bless up, man. You never walk alone. Hope you're doing well, mate. As well, Max saying, Sabozlai, McAllister, Thiago, Curtis Jones, Stefan Bajcetic, Harvey Elliott, Wataru Endo, Gravenberch would be happy with that midfield. Yeah, I think we all would, to be fair. If Paulinho goes in, then surely Grav comes out. Yeah, I think Gravenberch comes out before that, because again, Bayern are needing funds to pay the 60 million. They're not paying the 60 million up front. Like, they are going to be going. They need the money from Liverpool to go and get Paulinho. Then, to be fair, but yeah, Bajcetic is going to break out this season too. 15 league games and a lot of minutes in the Cups and Europa as well. Yeah, I would agree. I think he is probably, like, again, the DM that Liverpool want, as well. But will Liverpool have time and funds to sign one centre back and one DM before the transfer window closes? I think it'd be Gravenberch and a centre back, mate, if I'm being awfully honest. I'd be surprised if Liverpool do anything else now in this window, if I'm being honest. We're not that lucky. I will be touting to the end. Yeah, absolutely. Why is Brian saying what? Are you watching what I said about Eric Dyer? Brian. Well, I'll yeah, Derek Dyer. Eric Dyer, the one who plays for Spurs, that Eric Dyer to Bayern. Yeah, like, I'm not lying with that neither. Like, it is true that Bayern did have him on the list. They had him, they had McTominay, they had Paulinho in. Obviously, they're going after Paulinho now. I think Dyer is the second option for Bayern Munich, which is funny to actually, say out loud. But yeah, Eric Dyer to Bayern Munich. Of course, it's not a here we go or anything like that. But yeah, the first choice is Paulinho, then it's Eric Dyer at the moment. But I wasn't a bad right back in my time, says Vaz, as well. I played centre mid. Actually, I played right back and centre mid, which, yeah, I hate playing right back. I'm not gonna lie. 18 mil for Decore is freakily obscene. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I don't think Liverpool would entertain that. He's 50 million max. I've had a lovely first touch and gun pass a ball 10 yards. Jesus Christ. Was it new Liverpool midfield chat? That's what it should be. But Ansu Fati going to Brighton. Is he really? Fabrizio Romano tweeted it. Did he actually? Quickly have a look at that now, chat. As well. Fabrizio Romano. Jesus Christ, and he did. That's a mad. He's going to Tottenham at the beginning of the day. Be a good signing, but again, like he's just injury prone from minute one. I'm not going to say anything else on Ansu Fati, but yeah, Felix to Barca. Yeah, they're trying to get that done before the window closes anyway. But anyway, guys, we are going to leave it there for tonight. Anyway, of course, we're going to probably do a show tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? It's Thursday, so we're going to probably do a show earlier on in the day. Of course, if there's anything that does break around Ryan Gravenberch, then of course we will do it anyway. But of course, the latest news on it, I'll quickly get up Ornstein's tweet again to show you guys if I can find it again. Because again, it's going to take a long time for me to find it, even though it is on my list. Where is it by? There we go. Right. So, if anyone's just tuning in, or if anyone's wondering, with the Ryan Gravenberch situation, we'll quickly get Brian's comment off. Yeah. So David Ornstein tweeting out Liverpool in negotiations with Bayern Munich for permanent signing of Ryan Gravenberch. Not guaranteed to happen, but clubs discussing price. Plus, if finances are right, formal offer to follow. The 21-year-old wants to join Liverpool. Of course, he wants to leave Bayern Munich this summer now. So again, it looks like a deal can get done. It looks to be around £35 million. Of course, Ajax take their share of that as well, and of course Bayern want their profit off of Gravenberch as well. So hopefully we might hear something. We might even hear something at 10:30 now, maybe from Paul Joyce as well. So again, it will be interesting. A couple of days at least, anyway. But guys, hopefully you just have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. Anyway, like I said, if there is anything that does break overnight, or if there is anything that breaks early morning, of course we'll be live for that anyway. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the COP Council. I'll see you later on. Ta-ra.